Hey, can y'all hear me? Did I miss the live stream? Did it already happen? The conference? I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm looking at all these other titles. Did I miss the press conference, you guys? Oh, they already had the press conference? Oh my goodness. Y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. So I'm looking for the press conference. If y'all can tell me where to find it so I can get it because I'm on Buff TV right now and I don't see them geared up for a live stream. Um, I went to Colorado football and I'm pulling up all kind of stuff. I'm concerned. I'm like, this can't be it. Hi, thank y'all so much for coming on in. Thank you. Come on in. Greetings, blessings, everybody. Blessings. Does anybody know what channel the stream will be happening on? Because I'm looking in our usual places and I don't see it. Let me go look on Coach Prime Instagram real quick. I'm looking, y'all. Help me. Please, I need somebody to help me. Please help me. Listen, I'm running around today. Running. I said, I had to leave some people. I'm like, no. I gotta go home. I gotta set up this live stream. Goodness gracious. Come on, Instagram. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. Hey. Well, I can't stream it from pregame. I'll get a strike, and I'm sure they'll strike me because they want people to come over to their channel and watch it. Right, right, JB. Um, I was hoping it was gonna be on Buzz TV. Hold on. Child, these people talking about Coach Prime is um retiring and everything. Thanks everybody for being here. If y'all could go ahead and tap like and share the live stream. I need somebody to help me find it so that I can pull it up. Okay. Everybody. And then mama gonna be watching. Yes, ma'am. And I'm somebody mama, so I'm sure watching. I think they will just have to wait until it start up. Welcome in. Thank you to every mod. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the family, to the village for showing up. I ain't even share, the link yet on my socials, but I see we done had close to 75 people that done tapped in, y'all. Thank y'all. Can y'all help me get it out, please? I appreciate it. Let me go on the Twitters and see. Let me see. Oh, I did not expect not to be able to find it. Didn't expect that. How y'all doing today? Y'all, it was 110 degrees in Florida yesterday. It was 100, but the heat index made it appear to be 110. So if y'all hot as me, y'all, let's just pray for each other. If anybody intend on seeing me for the rest of the summer, baby, they gonna have to FaceTime me or set up a Zoom because I ain't going outside. That kind of heat, it burned the fizzies off your face. There we go. Fox 5. Okay. Thank you, Joanna B. Joanna B. Am I members only? No, I'm public. This is public. This is public. Because everybody in here is not a member. This is public. Give me 1 minute. Let me go find it. Thank you, Joanna. Oh, we got action, y'all. We live. So let me get the screen shared, y'all. Give me a moment. Oh, they was on time, honey. They was like, we on time. We not gonna go live until it's time. Bus TV pulled it right on up. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, y'all, and coming over here. Oh, what is it? Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah. Yes, we are. We in business. We in business, everybody. Hold on.
Timeline on what's all has been transpiring. I know you probably thinking something's gonna happen today that ain't gonna happen. I don't know where you get the news from, but we're gonna kind of break it down to you, um, like we did our team, and it was so wonderful seeing the team yesterday. My God, it was so darn wonderful. Bucky compiled a wonderful video to let them know every step of the way, so we wouldn't have to explain every detail, but it was phenomenal. I wish we could share with you all that same video. It was extraordinary. I think Bucky's going to put it on his YouTube channel soon after this. But let's get started. Let's kind of give them, let's walk them through. Can we do that? Is that okay with you all? Can we walk
It's
them through?
real low.
Let's go, Law.
Okay, so as you guys know, Coach has his other health issues, his vascular stuff. So every year, Coach goes for a CT scan of his vascular pattern to make sure the blood clots are away. Um, so with this scan, everything turned out really great from the vascular side. About 2 weeks later, we get a text from his primary care doctor that said, "I need to talk to you and Coach. We need to refer you guys to a urologist." So about 3 days later, we go see a urologist. They go in for a quick procedure. The urologist told us, "Hey, within 10 minutes, I can tell you guys if he's going to need another procedure or if we just need to do these follow-up appointments." Uh, and the doctor told us, "Okay, you guys are going to need another procedure. I'm going to refer you to my colleague, Dr. Kurkasia. But at this point, you have a bladder tumor. Um, and from there, we'll go get it removed. And then Dr. Kurkasia, it was, go ahead.
Yeah, so we proceeded with removal of the bladder tumor. It showed a very aggressive
Let's go
high.
backwards because you guys gave me options that scared me to death.
Oh, well, once we,
We'll get there.
I had,
I'll get there.
okay, sorry.
We removed the tumor. It was very high grade, invading through the bladder wall, not into the muscle layer, something we call very high risk non muscle invasive bladder cancer. So we did discuss options. We discussed some options of treatment in the bladder, and we discussed bladder removal as well. Given his commitments to his family and to the team, elected to undergo a bladder removal. We performed a full robot assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder. And I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is cured from the cancer.
You can clap. It's okay. Um, Rick was aware of what was transpiring, and he's been A1 and down there. Just a blessing. Came to Texas to see me as well. Um, but this was not an easy task because it was a changing kind of a lifestyle. And with Lauren and I coming from Jackson, this is how many surgeries?
as of from 2021, this is surgery number 14.
Surgery number 14. I had more surgeries out of the game than I did in the game. Like, what is going on? So, but they were so wonderful. You were such a blessing. guiding me to, taking me through, verbalizing every darn detail so that I could make an educated decision, which some didn't want me to go that way. They wanted me to go the other way. But I trusted and believed in you 100%. And the process wasn't easy. Um, just like it was some scenes that you saw, all the bull junk that transpired on draft day. It wasn't just that. It was just I knew as well I had a surgery coming up. My sons to this day don't know what transpired. I just told them something with my foot again because I wanted them to focus on making the team and not focused on dad. So they really don't know. My daughters do, and this joker right here, much love to my son Junior, who have not left my side since we found out what was taking place. Not one day. He's been with me here, been with me in Texas, been with me everywhere, every day, and I've seen his handsome face. And I love you to life, son, and I thank you for everything you bring to the table. But this wasn't easy. Men, um, everybody, get checked out. Because if it wasn't for me getting tested for something else, they wouldn't have stumbled up on this. And make sure you go to the get the right care because without wonderful people like this, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today because it grew so expeditiously, I could say. But please,
Just my luck.
Whew. Did somebody say Luck? Lady Luck is my name, and making business better is.
I'm talking to my Caucasian brothers, my Hispanic brothers, my Asian brothers, my everybody, and my sisters. And that's all, y'all. Get checked out because it could have been a whole another gathering if I had. I'm thankful. It's been a tremendous journey. It it's been tough. I think I dropped 25 pounds. I was like a Atlanta Falcon prime at one point, you know, and just dealing with the catheter, dealing with all the stuff that I had to deal with. And right now, I'm still dealing with going to the bathroom. Like it's a whole life change. Like I can't, and I'm gonna be transparent. I can't pee like I used to pee. It's totally different. And she not only is a blessing, but she provided other persons that have gone through what I've gone through so that I could talk to them and get some solace and understand like what I'm facing, not just from a doctor, but from another individual. And to have that been told, like it's a totally different life. I mean, thank God. I'm now I'm I depend on depend. You know, if you know what I mean. I truly depend on depend. Like I
Woo.
cannot control my bladder.
TMI.
So I get up and go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a night. But then I'm sitting up there waking up, like my grandson. We in the same thing. We in the same. We got the same problem right now. We going through the same trials and tribulations. We trying to see who has the heaviest bag at the end of the night. Like
Woo.
it's ridiculous. But I'm making a joke out of it, but it's real. Like it is real.
Y'all pray
It's
for
real.
Coach
It is real.
Prime.
So if you see porta potty on the sideline, it's real. Okay. I'm just telling you right now, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see the practice, you're gonna see one because it is unbelievable. Like dozing off and waking up. On first thing I'm grabbing my crotch to see if I peed on myself. And it's just totally different. And I know it's a lot of people out there going through what I'm going through and dealing with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it. And let's deal with it. And let's deal with it head on. And there's so many other companies out there that do a wonderful job. But I'm thankful that you know we have a relationship with the pen, and we're making some other products, trying to make other products that to help all of us through. But it's been tremendous. These two, Lauren came down to Texas and was there with me during the whole way, up walking our miles in the morning because Doc made sure you better walk, you better be active, and we did it until it was some points that I couldn't even get out of the bed for a week at a time, But she was there. I remember yelling 2 o'clock, "Oh, Lord!" because I have two bags, right?
Hmm.
One was what?
Both were urine, but one was it was filled quickly, very
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, like blood in urine. It just
Yeah.
looked bad, and I'm fishing with two bags. I'm trying to make life happen and couldn't come around my team that I wanted to be here with my team. I wanted to see the new talent that we brought in. I wanted to see them work, see them train, coach them, and I couldn't. I couldn't, but slowly but surely, I built myself back up to where I'm able, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm still probably about 12 pounds down. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna fill these overalls up like no other. But it has been a tremendous journey, and I'm truly thankful that God is so good. God is so good. You have no idea. You have no idea how
Can
good
we
God
do a
has been
W Coach Prime prayer hands for Coach Prime,
for
everybody
me to be here.
in the chat?
You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you both for everything. Let me add this for all you people that get upset when I start talking about the Lord. I never once through this whole journey said, God, why me? Because I would have to say, God, why me you sit me up here in front of these wonderful people? Why you give me the position of the head football coach of the prestigious university? Why you allow me to father five wonderful kids? Why you give me these relationships with these wonderful people? Why me, Lord? Did I have some of the things that I have? I can never say that. I can never say the other side because I'm going to have to ask that. I said, Lord, whatever it is that you're doing, let me know what it is so I could expedite the process because I know you got me.
Thank
I've
you.
seen
Keep the
you
prayers
have my
going,
back.
everybody. Thank
I've
y'all
seen you
so
there
much.
in the midst of storms when nobody knew I was going through hell. I've seen you guide me and bring me through. Lord, I would never say why me, but let me know what I need to do so that I can help. And there's some people out there right now dealing with the same issue, affected by that C word that we usually, when we hear that word, is normally a life sentence attached to it,
Mm,
but not
mm,
this
mm,
time.
mm.
But not this time because God got me.
Yes.
And I don't take it for granted. I don't want you to take it for granted. Anybody out there, I don't want anybody to take it for granted because it's real. Everybody in this room, I guarantee you, have been affected by that C word somewhere
Hmm.
in your life. Some parent, some friend, some loved one, somebody has been affected or infected. Some people have beat it. We have a player have beat it on our team, right? Family members have beat it. And I be darned, I think I will have a wonderful team, ain't it, Doc? We gonna beat it, ain't we?
It's beaten.
It's beaten. Amen. Constance, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I thank you, Sam. Everybody in my corner on my team. I thank you for this wonderful university for backing me, um, just giving me time to heal and to come back, better than ever. Now, questions. Let's go.
Coach, wonderful to see you.
Wonderful to see you too, Robert.
Congratulations on the
I
great
see you've
news.
been cheating on us with the Broncos.
Well, but not today. I left
I
that.
appreciate that.
Always. A question for you, and also a question for Doc. For Doc, just curious, moving forward, what does this look like? Does anything change in regard to his day to day? And then, Coach, as you look through, you're talking about you never said
One
why
at a
me.
time, bro.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah, day to day, I think will for most patients becomes just a new way of life. Um, but outlook very good. We'll just keep them on routine surveillance scans. Other than that, nothing else.
And help me with this pee problem.
Coach,
You guys think a plan. Like, I'm too old for this.
as you look back and you said you never asked why me, you've always been this
Right.
positive person. When you look at the challenge outside of the physical challenges, kind of mentally, emotionally, what has been the biggest challenge for you in this process?
Getting people to understand that it ain't about me. It's about y'all. Everything I deal with is like a tool to reach more, to affect more, to challenge more, to love more, to give more. That's what this is about. This ain't about me. Because for me to go through this, the devil had to ask God, have you considered my servant prayer? That's Bible if you don't know. Go ahead and try it. I know he gonna praise me. I know he gonna magnify me. I know he gonna glorify me. And that's what has transpired. So I don't mind going through the afflictions I go through because I know the result. And we helping some folks today. There's some folks right now calling the doctors, scheduling checkups. There's some wives out there say, baby, I told you. It's some whosoever wills that ain't been to see a doctor in years, but they gonna go get a checkup. Because if it could happen to Prime, baby, it could happen to you. That's what they're saying. They may not have the speed. They may not have the ability to maneuver, but they got that will to make it. That's why. Miss you, girl.
Hey, Coach, over here, sorry. Pat Graham, Associated Press. Two-parter. I'll just ask the first one first. And that's, you had a very powerful video yesterday your son put out about, planning for a will and how emotional that
Yeah.
was. Can you, going back to that moment and to this point and being cured in this announcement, could you have imagined this point and what was that journey like? And when hearing the words, hey, this is cured, what did that mean to you?
Well, first things first. Um, you don't want to be a fool and leave and not have your business affairs in order. So, matter of fact, Lauren was there as well as my attorneys. And the funny thing is about that, you sitting up there ranking your kids again. Let me see. Shiloh deserves how much? Bossy, she left Colorado to go elsewhere. Let me see. Like you're really going through this stuff. Making sure your mama's straight. Yeah, I'm serious. You rank your kids too. I'm not the only one. So you had to deal with that and going through that. So you're straight. But the second part of that question was,
Basically, just reflecting back on from that point to this point, I mean, how, I guess, the range of emotions you experienced when you heard
I'm always
cured.
positive, man. I would get upset when my body don't allow me to do the things that I want to do, and she can attest to that. I mean, you got to understand. I'm out in the morning at 7 a.m. Lauren, let's go, baby. Let's hit this walk. Let's get this walk. And I got 2 bags full of blood and urine with me walking. Like I'm like, let's go, because you know what? Doc told me I got to walk, right?
Yep.
And I walked. I walked with 1.3, right? At least 1.3.
At least 1.3.
Yeah. So until the times that I couldn't. So I've never looked down. I'm always looking up and I'm always trying to go get it because I want to be the best prime I could be for everybody. For everybody.
And then my second part was, sorry about related to football, but you have a great coaching staff. Is
Yeah.
how much have you relied on them, and how much will you rely on them this season, maybe to help
I
out a
don't
little
have to
more?
rely on them. I'm back, baby. I'm back. I don't rely on them no more. I'm gonna be with them. The Bible says, remember the rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Okay, so we're gonna comfort one another. And I love them. We have a wonderful staff, and thank God that they're good enough that I don't have to babysit. I don't have to be there every minute too. And I know they got that. It ain't like I told them anything. I think they found out yesterday, like the team found out. They didn't know. And first of all, Constance, let me thank God for our team, Sam, our team that didn't disclose this to anyone. We did a good job. Usually you have a couple of leaks. But we were pretty good that we didn't disclose this to anyone because you guys definitely would have told it. So I'm thankful for that as well. For Sarah, thank God, baby. I love you to life. Every time we go to the hospital, I hate going to the hospital, but every time we go, you're a true blessing for us, and thank you so much. I have you up on the Sarah the plug in my phone. You connected to everybody. Next question.
Rylan Scholes from Ralph Report. You spoke about this at the beginning of the presser, but what kind of support have you felt from the guys on your team, both the football team and medical?
Um, Football team didn't know. So Lauren and a few people, but our medical team, I know I keep saying it, but she is a gift from God. She really is. You have no idea the sacrifices she made to make sure I was comfortable. She does it for other patients as well, but she is a tremendous blessing, her and her family. So I'm truly thankful that you could tell when you have a doctor that care and they're invested in it. They're invested in making sure you okay to details and all the persons that I was connected to understand what I'm up against.
Adam, what's your Tiger 24/7 Sports?
How
Good
you
to see you,
doing, Adam?
Coach. Doing well. Lauren, I actually wanted to ask you a question. You've been with Coach Prime through his foot issues as well. What's it been like just being by his side and seeing the resiliency that he's had over the years?
Pretty amazing. He's never folded, not one time. Even when he was making a decision on what treatment route to go on, everything was for. I mean, no question, it was for his sons and for the football team. He knew his two things in life.
Don't forget my daughters. Now I got two girls.
Sorry, yeah, all kids.
They're gonna be mad. Yeah,
all five of them. But he's never folded nor waved, not one time. Everything is. I mean, you couldn't ask for sometimes a better patient because he wants to get up and get going right away. So it's been awesome. It's been awesome. It's been a hectic journey. It's been a lot, but there's a blessing, right, in disguise with all this. So.
Hey, Coach. So glad you're doing well.
What's going on, boss?
What's going on? Doc was kind of sharing the details there of when you were kind of presented with a big decision when you found out about the cancer. You kind of just take us into that and why you went down the path you did.
Well, Doc, can you explain what went along with the different decisions?
Sure. Yeah. So the type of cancer he has a very high recurrence rate, and there can be progression as well. So the options for that type of cancer is to treat it within the bladder, which would be a long series of treatments, 3 years coming down to my office, getting the treatments in the bladder, with still a 50% chance of recurrence. And so that was when we talked, his values did not align with that. And his values aligned with being there for his family and for the team, and wanted to move forward with the curative option, which was the bladder removal.
Coach, you admitted it was scary when you heard the original diagnosis. When did you realize you were going to be able to coach again? And is that the plan to coach?
I always knew I was going to coach again. I never didn't realize I was going to coach again. I was always going to coach. It was never in my spirit, in my heart, that God wouldn't allow me to coach again. That's never thought like that. It's just that I didn't want to be running down to the hospital once a week when I got all this on my plate. I didn't want that. And I was even like, okay, can they bring one of the machines and put them in the office? I'm serious, like dead serious. Like, can they,
We had a lot of conversations.
give it a lot of
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah.
And Doc would look at me like, he is crazy.
No.
Yes, you are. I saw it in your eyes. He is crazy. Is he like this when he coached? Yeah. But we worked it out. We worked it out.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, Boulder Daily Camera. I have two questions for you. First off, I mean, this whole offseason seems like it's been quite an emotional journey for you between becoming a grandfather and seeing your sons go to the NFL and all this. What's this offseason been like for you, just that emotional?
It's been wonderful. It's been a blessing. A lot of blessings comes with the luggage of tribulation and trials. But if you built for the trials, you enjoy the journey. See, most people are result type oriented people. Like they just want the money, they want the goal, they want the dream. I love the process. I love the journey. I'm attracted to it. I'm dedicated to it. I love it. I eat and sleep and drink it. I love the journey. So understanding the journey that I've been on each year has been tremendous. And we're only in the beginning of it. And we already got one win stacked up. So I'm happy.
So along with that, that leads into my follow-up is that yesterday you had the team meeting. You enjoy that journey as well. How good was it for you to get back in front of your team and
wonderful.
Be where you'd like to be?
Oh my God, wonderful. I mean, I'm sitting up there seeing new faces. I'm seeing new body types. Swayze has done our head strength and conditioning, done a wonderful job. Some of the players, I know it, I ain't recognizing. Like, good Lord, I've been working. They've been calling, DMing me, texting me. They've been staying in contact, but it's another thing to see them and just to see their faces when I'm up there speaking to them, as well as this morning, because they got a lot of things to do academically and wholeheartedly this morning that they're doing. But it was wonderful just to be back, see the new field, the new turf is unbelievable. Thank you, Rick. I mean, the new turf, you guys don't understand. Like, I don't know if any of you have yards, like at your cribs, but it's something about, I don't know if it's the mist or the dew, but it gets a little slippery in the afternoons, early morning. That's what the field does. So we have a wonderful AD that wanted to eliminate that so that we could make sure we have every possibility of getting to the playoffs and having a suitable field. So that was behind the thought process.
Hey, Coach, good to see you again.
Good to see
Welcome
you.
back. Maybe more for your doctors rather than
Okay.
you, but what is the process of a bladder, I guess, removal, and like, what did you go through during that whole process, Coach, of having your bladder taken out in a prosthetic?
For the doctors first.
Yeah, so thanks for the question. At the University of Colorado, UC Health, we usually do the procedure robotically. So it's a laparoscopic surgery where we attach a robot to the patient and then we do all the maneuvering of the robot. And then once the bladder comes out, we also take some lymph nodes, make sure it hasn't spread, and it didn't. And then we make a new bladder for people. We use their own intestines. They don't have to take immunosuppression, but it is a new way of life and it is a learning curve for sure.
And you got to understand when all that is going on, you finally wake up and you try to move. It feels like everything inside of you. I think we have clips of this stuff. We got receipts to everything, but it was dynamic. It was tough. It wasn't a cakewalk. It wasn't easy. Even using the bathroom thereafter was a challenge because they wouldn't let me leave until I used the bathroom. So thank God we got that through. Yeah, that was a fight. That was a fight.
That's what
It was a fight. But we made it. We made it.
it was a fight.
Dog was like, yeah, it was a fight.
Hey, Coach, Leo Barrett with Scope Up Sports.
How you
There's
doing?
been a lot of support from your fan base throughout this time, and the questions. Do you have a message to them and the people who, outside your extended family, who have been supporting you?
Love them. I appreciate them. I adore them. I don't take them for granted. I'm gonna just roll down these names real quick because I just feel compelled. Okay, Travis Hunter, Nate Newton, Michael Irvin, Redmond, Corey Fuller Hart, Pastor Keon, Pastor Dewey, Deshaun Jackson, Alfonso Williams, Rick George, Cedric Buckley, Pretty Tony is what they call it, Reginald Calhoun, Wheezy, Lil Twist, Constant, Sam, Jose, KK and Mont, Pac Man Jones, Big George, Sap, and Little George, Leon and Jennifer. They all came to visit. Leon and Jennifer is there every day. You have no idea what that did for me. Just to get visits. First of all, I didn't want to see anybody. I'm 180 pounds soaking wet at that time. I didn't want to see nobody. I didn't want to see nobody seeing me down, and I'm barely moving around the house, walking like Fred G. Sanford. And the G ain't for good. And it wasn't a good look, and I like to be strong and I like to be me. But I'm thankful that they came to give me love and support and to pray for me. DC Youngfly called me this morning, prayed for me. Like he called it down from heaven. DC, I love you, boy, and I appreciate you. Let me tell you something. Randy Moss called me every other day to make sure I was straight. Randy Moss prayed for me. He and his wife told me what I need to be doing. He's gone through some things very similar, but Randy Moss, man, I love him to life, love him more than ever. I prayed he told me he's going to come to the game this year. I pray that, but he gave me so much strength and so much guidance and so much love, respect, and appreciation. Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate you. I really do. But there's so many people reached out, to me, DM me and text me and try to get at me. I think we changed numbers a couple of times. We got one more number changed as well. So I apologize to those of you that hadn't got back to, but it's going to be another number change. I'm just letting you know. Yes.
So this is a scary diagnosis. I understand if it doesn't, if you don't get early detection, like you do, it can be the same risk as some of the most deadly cancers.
Yes.
Can you talk, both of you, maybe a little bit about that initial fear?
Well, the initial thing you do is what we all do. We Google. And that's the wrong thing to do because they tell you you're gonna die, dog. I mean, like they pretty much say that when you Google it, and you don't want to see that mess. Whoever doing Google, you need to change it up because that ain't the thing to look at when you're going through what I went through. Like, You got about 30 days, man. Like that's the way it seems like it's talking to you, and you don't want that. And you know you got to. That's why you got to rely on your faith. You got to rely on your faith and these wonderful people that's telling you the truth. Like, Doc, shoot it straight. Yeah, you know, when they start turning their head to the side, it's getting ready to come. You know it's real. But she never falsified anything. She told me what was 100 and never said, well, you should do this and you should do that. She just explained everything to me so that I can make the decision that I felt like I needed to make for me and my family. Great question.
Couple more, Jeff.
Can the doctor address that as well?
Yes.
How scary this cancer is?
Yeah. So the bad side of this cancer is, if it does progress to the muscle, the rate of metastasis is about 50%. Only about 10% of people live 5 years, even lucky to have found it at this stage where it was still, I could say the word cure, because I don't use that word lightly as a cancer doctor. And I think, there's a lot of patients where we don't have that same conversation.
So I'm thankful for the checkup, and I fight them on going to get the checkups. So I'm telling you all again, please, not just you people out there watching, but you people in here, get checkups. Please go get checkups.
Do you want to share the timeline on the checkup versus the surgery or not?
It was
How
quick.
quickly, how much time
Go
did
ahead.
it have to make that decision?
Yeah, we were in spring ball during the time. So he had the imaging beginning of spring ball or mid spring ball. By beginning of May, we were already the surgery was already done. So it went quick within a month, less than a month.
Over to your right, for you and the doctor, if possible. Chip Legwell, ESPN. I've known several people, including my dad, who've had this, and they often speak of the frustration of just dealing with the day-to-day of going to the bathroom or other activities you took for granted. Did you have that frustration, anger at any point during the initial?
No, I thank God for the pen because I got help. But early on, no. Now early on, I didn't I tried to do my own thing and order me some drawers off Amazon that was gonna catch the pee at night, and they didn't do a good job. Didn't do a good job. And now my housekeeper's got to come and change the sheets every day. But it's tough. But I was warned about the trials and what I'm going to have to go through, and it's a whole new lifestyle. That's pretty much how Doc explained it to me. It's a whole new lifestyle. It is already. I already have a new lifestyle. I got 8 toes, man. Like I'm sitting up here talking to you with 8 toes. Like and half of my legs are cut out like shark bites. So I'm already. I'm built for this, man. I'm built for this. I'm rest the gentleman standing right by you. Just went through some trials and tribulations, and he's standing up there looking as good as me with his hat on. So I pray for him, and I love him to life, and he's a champion to all of us. He's fought back, and now he's back on the horse, literally, and he's doing his thing.
Um, you've kind of touched on it, but what was it like staring death in the face and dealing
I
with
didn't
the
stare
reality?
death in my face. I stared life. I stared life in the face, man. I stared. Man, you think I'm playing when I tell you I'm God's guy? I really am. I'm allowed to go through these trials and tribulations so that I could touch and reach and bless people with my words, with the energy, with that thing that God gave me. So I never thought about no death. You know, I had to make a will because I want to be a business. I want to be a good steward, for my kids and for my family. But no, I got too much life to be thinking about death. Too much life. I got too much life in me, and I got work to do. We got to win the third championship. You talking about death? No, God definitely ain't getting ready to take me before that.
Couple more, Mark.
Yeah, Mark Kisla, Denver Gazette. You just touched on that, and we heard very clearly there was no doubt in your mind you were going to coach again.
Right.
But when you're taking your walk with the 2 bags or fishing with the 2 bags, how did it reaffirm or how did you reflect on where football and coaching fits in your life and why you want to do this?
Football, the decision I made and the surgery I chose was based on not just family, it was based on football. Based on, I didn't want to be going weekly to the hospital while I know I got practices. So football is in there. my faith is number one. Football is somewhere down the line, behind family and all of that, but my faith is definitely number one. So I never second guess that. And we're here, man. Too blessed to be stressed.
Coach, you and I talked enough to know that where you and I both sit, we look at those opportunities for testimony, which you're certainly doing here today. What were you or how were you communicating with your team during this time when there wasn't much information out there? What are you saying to them now about this?
Um, I wasn't really communicating with my team much because I didn't FaceTime because, even with my kids, I think I made a mistake in FaceTime Shador one time. And he's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like. But I didn't do it with my team, but I talked to them. But sometimes I would talk and my voice was really raspy and I really, you could tell I was sick. Um, but just the message of hope I've always exuded. Just the message of I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get through this. Well, let's just stay focused on what you got because I'm gonna be all right. That's pretty much was my message, and I would keep in touch with the different coaches and challenge them to go to the next level. In my absence, they didn't know what was going on. They just knew it had to be something if I'm not here because they know I love to sleep here, not just coach here.
Coach Prime, Kelly Worthman with CBS Colorado. Question perhaps for both you and the doctor. You say that this is also, you're a vessel for the message to get yourself checked, no matter who you are, where you are. But I wonder if there's things a person should be looking out for to know that they might be at risk or perhaps are in the condition that you were, Coach.
Yeah, so I I am also grateful to be here to talk about bladder cancer. So bladder cancer is the fourth most common cancer in men. The early signs are usually blood in the urine. Blood in the urine in absence of infection is never normal and should always get checked out. I think people should see their primary care doctors, as Coach mentioned, to initiate that. But I think, just really making sure that you're going to your primary care doctor visits, staying well, eating well, don't smoke. Coach was never a smoker, and it's one of the people that just unfortunately got bladder cancer, but that's also something that's very heavily associated with bladder cancer.
I didn't have any signs whatsoever. I didn't. I wasn't on any chart, any list for what this would obtain. To obtain bladder cancer. But it is what it is. That's why I know I'm a messenger, man. Sweetheart, I'm a messenger, just delivering a message to all. Yes, ma'am.
To that point, what would be your message to people who might feel embarrassed or scared of what they could find if they were to go check it on their health? How would you inspire them?
Do you rather be dead? Or would you rather be here and dealing with something and being blessed to work with a wonderful doctor like this that knows she ain't no joke. Like is I don't know if you said this, Doc. I think I might have dreamt it, but I think you said that as good as I was, you better.
I am very grateful to be part of your care team, and I do not remember saying that.
I think you said that, Doc.
No.
I think you said that. I don't know if I dreamt that, but I thought you said that. So I was confident.
Courtney Fromm with Fox 31. Glad you're doing okay. Question for Doc. Was there any possibility that the new bladder could be rejected by his body?
So we use people's own small intestine, so there's no chance of rejections. They don't have to take any immunosuppressants, anything like that. The bad thing with immunosuppressants is they also increase infection risk. So the natural choice is something that's already their own, and it can be formed into kind of a ball, which is the same shape as a urinary bladder. Works a little bit differently, but does the job very well.
Close it out. Okay. Coach Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, my man.
Great to see you.
You know I missed you, dog.
I missed you too. I'm really glad that you're doing better.
There you go.
Yeah, really happy to see you again.
Thank you.
Today.
Jack is a legend, by the way.
Wonderful.
I just love your sense of humor about this whole thing. Just where does that come from, making jokes, and just how much does that kind of help the process?
There's a scripture that says God uses the foolish things to confound the wise. No symptoms, no nothing, healthy. Going in there to look at something else, you find something else. Bless me with this wonderful doctor that is better at her game than I was at mine. And I'm on assignment, man. I'm on assignment and I'm in alignment with where I'm supposed to be. I'm not lost. I'm not here by mistake. God planted me here. Boulder, Colorado. Who would ever thought you come from Jackson State to Boulder, Colorado? That don't make sense, but I'm here. And I'm thankful. So I'm happy and elated about everything, and especially this opportunity that I have to coach these young men and to lead some of these women that are part of our organization, part of this program. I'm so thankful to be back in Boulder. You have no idea. But I never doubted one bit that I would be. But I know it was just a matter of time. So sometimes it may not happen when you desire it to happen, but it's just a matter of time. And I'm thankful that the amount of time that God chose to keep me there in Texas to rehabilitate me, to bless me, to inspire me, to feed me with words and that spirit and that fight, and that I was going to come back here right on time, praying for my sons, praying for my daughters, praying for my team. And my team told me so many wonderful things, and they text me so many wonderful things, and they DM so many wonderful things that I love these young men to life. And I'm thankful that God chose me to coach them and to be right here. Jack Harlow. Follow Jack Harlow. Did I say it right? Carlo. See, I messed it up again. Jack Carlo. Where at Jack Carlo? Jack underscore Carlo. He needs at least 10,000 new followers. All right? At least 10,000. And stay out them DMs because they get you in trouble, dog. I'm telling you. From experience, I'm telling you. Thank you. God bless you all. Appreciate it.
Okay, everyone, I am back. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. Just checking on Coach Prime. Y'all know we love Coach Prime over here, and I say it every time I go live. If you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. And over here, we are internet aunties, internet uncles, internet cousins. And today, we are internet sisters and brothers to Coach Prime. On this channel, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime and we support CU football. I want to welcome you all to the live stream. I refuse to miss this live stream today. I was able to get it in with my busy agenda because I wanted to know what it is that Coach Prime was going through. And I am just overwhelmed. I'm trying to find the words. I'm overwhelmed. At the same time, I am blessed and thankful to God that He's still with us. Because oh God, Lord have mercy. Last night when I saw the clip, the video, it definitely brought me to tears. I ain't gonna sit here in front. Like my feelings were hurt, my heart was heavy. Um, I just cannot imagine somebody, having to deal with that much of a responsibility. Like I'm not in the stage of, thinking about my last days, although I think about trying to get my affairs in orders. However, Coach Prime, when he was talking on the video, he was, you can tell he was weary. His heart was weary. His mind was crowded. His heart, he just had a heavy load on him when you recall that video. And it's like, as a woman, and I think I've always been this way, it's hard to see a man cry for me. When we look at, our brothers, our dads, the men in our lives, they are someone that represents strength, and so vulnerable, to see them vulnerable, it's just hard. So I did, said a prayer and, ask God to just keep him and keep us together, all of us. So it's just hard, but it's interesting to hear Coach Prime discuss his ordeal. And I remember talking to a group of friends, some of them might be in here. Hey, everybody. Um, that when I saw all the visitors coming and going, it's like he was getting visitors. And he listed everybody that came to see him. I did put the link down there if y'all want to come up. He listed everybody that came to see him, right? And and it was at some point, I think it was when they showed us Lil Wayne. I said, okay, this isn't just he's taking rest off, he got a cold. This to me looks like people are visiting Coach Prime. It looks like, because I've seen this before, if we're honest, when we're sick or somebody's on that sick bed, we go to visit people who are about to pass away, right? And when I saw the visitors coming in and out, I said, oh no, this is something different. It's like people are trying to get their time in with Coach Prime. I remember telling people that. And I never, and then I also said to them, because it had gotten to a point where it's like, concerning like his absence. I said, I hope it's not something terminal. You know, in this case, no, it wasn't terminal, but we are dealing with cancer. That can be very tricky. It can go away and come back, but we want to thank God today at this very moment that they got control of it. He has great medical professionals around him. And I've always, since his second or the surgery on his toe where they took the toes off, I've always said to myself and share with others in conversation that I just want Coach Prime to really, he has a team of people around him. But if y'all are listening, I really want Coach Prime to add to his team a herbalist, uh, a nutritionist, somebody that can plan his meals, and maybe a holistic doctor to maybe introduce other things to him that is going to heal him instead of, you know, keep him, mobile to fix it, to put a band-aid on it. We want to work on all around healing and pray for Coach Prime's healing in this ordeal that he's going through because health is wealth. This is just um confirm for us, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much God has blessed you with, your health is a thing that you should definitely take care of because you can have all the money in the world, but when you're not here to enjoy it, which he has enjoyed, he has lived a very full life. But we want him as long as we can have him, right? So health is wealth. And if Coach Prime could just think about adding a nutritionist, someone to plan his healthy meals from him for him, a holistic doctor or an herbalist to add so that he can tweak his lifestyle and just try to reverse some of this stuff because it is possible, but you have to be on the diet to do so. We can't eat processed foods. We should not be seeing Coach Prime eating no KFC and Chick-fil-A. Everybody else can, but we should see his personal meal planner right there. You know what I mean? Because we want to keep him with us. Welcome, Blaze. That's my other health brother. We love talking about health and wellness in the Discord and in other spaces. So if you're just getting here, thank you so much for tuning in with us as we just saw Coach Prime share with us that he had his bladder removed, y'all. Imagine walking around with no bladder button. However, he had a great medical team that was able to reproduce or take parts of his intestines to form in the shape of a bladder and place it back in that space. But yet, and still, he does have the repercussions of dealing with bladder cancer. He has frequent urinations, um, and sometimes he has to wear a depend, which is an adult diaper. So I was just sitting here listening to him. He looks great. I put in the chat. He looks even healthier than he did at media day. I don't know if it's me. What about y'all? He looks like he's getting healthier by the day. Um, with this, he's just going to have some lifestyle changes. Like he said, there may be a porta potty on the sidelines during the game, which I don't think we've ever seen that before. So it's just like y'all take care of yourself, and I'm talking to all of us, me included. We have to take care of ourselves. If you have loved ones that depend on you, it would be very selfish for you or any of us to not take care of ourselves, right? Because so many people love you, one, and depend on us. So let us just make it our business to be each other's accountability sisters and brothers, accountability partners. Like you all are a growing community over here for me as well. I ain't got it together. God just blessed me with the courage to come on YouTube, but I ain't always had this. But if I can be a vessel and add value to you, I hope that you can do the same for me. But with Coach Prime, my question to you all, because there was so many, like I was sitting on here searching for the channel to stream the live stream, right? And it's people actually streaming the live stream talking about he's about to announce his retirement. He about to quit coaching football. That man ain't mentioned nothing like that unless it was a private meeting that we didn't know anything about. That's how wild the internet is, y'all. But with that being said, I just want to let's continue to send him prayers and blessings. And I know the young men, our nephews, the football team, they are so happy to see their coach finally back in the building. Hey, everybody, we have a couple of people here. If y'all, thank y'all so much for joining. Like, if you have something you want to share in terms of what you just heard Coach Prime share with us, feel free to click the link. I would love for you to come up and talk. Give me your feedback, give me your perspective, give me your feelings about all of this. You know, we are family over here, and I tell everybody it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to teach and train, inspire and motivate our youth to greatness. So right now today we are showing up for Coach Prime as his village, his support system, all of that. Happy to see him back. We are blessed, and we want to thank God the Most High for his life. I don't know who that old crazy reporter is that asked him that old crazy question, like talking about how was it staring at life. I mean, staring death down in the face. I'm like, before Coach Prime even responded, y'all, I was like, what kind of question is that? Coach Prime said he wasn't staring at death, he was staring at life. Come on now, media people. We got to do better. We have to do better. You know, be compassionate, be considerate, be intelligent. Like, what type of, who would ask somebody something like that? So welcome everybody. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, everybody. I see we got people in the room. Welcome, family. I appreciate y'all for still hanging in there with me. So last night we did go live, but it was members only, and we did talk about, what we think Coach Prime might announce and what do we think, his concern was. And again, we want to address this, like, what type of friend would I be to you all, right? If I didn't try to encourage a bit more healthy lifestyle. And so we want to always be the voice of reason. And sometimes the example, I might not be a good example when it comes to eating or spending money, but if I was, and this is no disrespect to none of the subscribers, but if I know I need help regulating areas in my life, let's say I struggled. I was extremely obese, and my health is affecting my life. So, what type of friend would I be to hang around other people who eat too much? Or if I spent money, I've never had a gambling problem in my life, but let's say I was a gambler. All your friends should not have the same issue that you have. Am I making sense? So we have to choose our village, choose our support system that in a way that we are helping one another to life instead of helping somebody, go faster into their detrimental stage. Like it's like helping some, not even being the voice of reason. So I pray for Coach Prime. I pray that he's surrounded by people who have healthy lifestyles so they can introduce some things to him. And I'm even going, shoot, I'm gonna reach out to him myself and give him my suggestions, because A little birdie told me something, but I hope he gets the message. Because we can't keep doing this, Coach Prime. You be scaring the heck out of us, Coach Prime. This about the third time we done been on the roller coaster with you, beloved. Shoo, Jackson State. Then got to Colorado, still in Colorado. Listen, we be scared. I don't know about y'all. I be holding my breath. Ooh, Lord. But yeah, I'm like, come on, Coach Prime. Come on. Listen, it be so many thoughts going through my mind. I'm like, come on, Coach Prime. Oh, Lord, we can't keep doing this. So we got to get Coach Prime a health team. I know the food that Coach Solomon cooks, it looks good and it may even taste good. But let's be honest, that's not the food Coach Prime needs. He don't need a lot of fatty meats filled with seasonings. He don't need that, right? Um, You know, his food should be carefully planned, carefully prepared so that it can coincide with his health needs. He even if he's drinking green juices, it needs to be the best. Like I need somebody to go out there to that farm, that house in Colorado, and I need them to create on Coach Prime's property in Colorado and in Texas, a greenhouse. I need him to have a greenhouse as well as a little private personal garden that grows fresh organic vegetables, herbs, and maybe even fruits. This is what I need for him to implement. And whatever personal chef he has, they need to only pick from the gardens at his house, right? So this is how strict and how serious and intentional I want Coach Prime to be about his health going forward. It may sound like a lot, but when you have everything, that's easy to do. You talking about a man that built a whole two suites on his property for his new for his sons as a gift to the NFL. You talking about a man that developed and constructed and move sand and earth around to create the perfect practice field for his sons. We're talking about a man who used his resources and time to make a playground, an outside jungle gym for his first grandbaby. So it's not going to be a problem or an issue for Coach Prime to get somebody in there and create him a greenhouse on his property and a personal garden to his family just for the life of it. You know what I mean? He say he love everybody to life, but as people who love Coach Prime, we want to love him to life too. Those of us who know, hey, Mo Blaze, that's my brother right there. He know what I'm talking about. Those of us who know this, we need to start getting this to Coach Prime. So when you're on Instagram or when you're on X, go ahead and tag him in that stuff. I think I follow most of the healthy pages on Instagram. Go ahead and slip it in the Bucky's DM or something. Reach out to the people around him so we can help get Coach Prime healthy. Yes, they say prayer without works is dead. We can pray all day long to the very night, but if we're not doing something actively, to force that will into manifestation is just a prayer. So we have to work towards that which we desire, right? So let us continue to pray for Coach Prime, but let's mobilize. Get some movement in here. Those of us who know, like, and even to those of us who don't really know what healthy lifestyle changes are, y'all are welcome to this conversation too. I will be bringing those conversations in our members only community because I can't mix that up out here with this content, but we can talk in depth about it back there behind the wall. I would love to be a help to y'all, and I'm sure y'all have skills and information that add value to my life as well. So, with that being said, y'all, if y'all ain't clicked that link yet, let me check. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I just wanted to get home and get this live stream up so that we can catch this too and see what Coach Prime is gonna do. But stay tuned. I did have a live stream planned for this morning, so I might just end this one and come back up. But with that being said, y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. Stay prayed up and keep each other in prayer, and do something positive towards your healthy lifestyle, whatever it may be. If you got to go out and buy a watch that monitors your steps, do that. If you want to drink more water, do that. Whatever it is. And um, intentionally try to stay on that journey because we all should be doing something. Nobody will, listen, let me tell you something. Nobody, I never in my life heard somebody say, I woke up this morning just so I can go away for good. Not suicide, not that. But I'm just saying, I can't wait to lay down for the rest of my life. I ain't never heard nobody say that. So if we're honest, we want to be here as long as, we can. So we have to actively work towards that. And if I didn't learn nothing else from Coach Prime, the first thing he said was what? Go get checked out. So I'm telling us, the men, I listen, y'all, real Mo Blaze is down there. He said he walked 16 miles a day. Woo, woo, woo. Lord, you got me clutching my pearls, but I already know that about you. But that brother walks 16 miles a day. So who am I to complain about how hot it is outside, right? Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, it's hot and I ain't going outside. I just told y'all when we opened up this live stream, it was so hot yesterday. It felt like that heat was burning the fuzzies off your face. It was 110 degrees. That's what the heat index. So it was 100 degrees here in Central Florida, but the heat index made the temperature 110 degrees. Honey, listen, I said I ain't going back outside this summer. I am not. Not if I don't have to. But yeah, but even with that, it's a mental thing. We have to condition ourselves and tell ourselves, you know, I need to do this for me. I need to say it. I need to do this for my grandchildren. I need to do this for my husband. I need to do this because I want to be here with my family. So everybody W Mo in the chat for them 16 miles a day. Who else walks? Who else walks every day? And it's like my challenge for me is I don't like the heat. Like you ain't finna get me out there because baby, it be so hot. It be hot all the way in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's already beaming hot here. Here. And it's like go outside for what? So even with that, guess what I got to do? Get me a treadmill. Get me a treadmill. Being hot outside is not an excuse not to strengthen your heart rate, right? So it's like, okay, the elements are a lot, but still, and you listen, I don't even want to tell y'all this. I work out on the stairs, but baby, I fell down the stairs this morning trying to get out the house. But thank God for health. I'm somewhat in good shape, so I ain't have to go to the hospital. But still, thank God for health because had I been in bad shape, oh, they'd have been rolling me out here on the stretcher. Just my little insider TMI. But yes, we must do more to stay with each other. Listen, as long as you do something, we ain't saying do 16 miles. We're gonna use Mo Blaze as our standard at this moment. We even have I saw him earlier, PC shake hands with Destiny, Pastor Corey. He's on his health journey as well. We all motivate each other and we inspire each other to live healthier, more abundant lives. Because listen, you can have all the money in the world, you can have the greatest wealth that other people desire, but without your health, that's come on, that don't add up. It makes no sense. So yeah, you have to get your will in order. You have to get your paperwork together so that your children and your children's children and family members can be taken care of when you're no longer here. What is wealth without good health? I can't imagine it. What is wealth without good health? When I say the people that I know personally that are well off in life, all of them are healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. They eat well, they look well, they live well because the two go together. So those of us who desire, to live an abundant life and to attain a certain amount of wealth, guess what we need to start working on? Our health. our health. So the numbers are dropping. I ain't gonna keep y'all here too much longer, but go ahead and join membership, y'all. I want to have these deeper conversations behind the wall so that we can continue to bring, specific and great content out here to the YouTube community. I love you. God loves you more. Be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.